This channel has hit rock bottom now. We're talking about the squirts. Welcome back, friends, to Surviving the Daily. I hope everyone is surviving well. So there are certain trends on YouTube, particularly amongst the EDC side of things, that kind of make my skin crawl. But honestly, if they make you happy, do them. Go ahead. My opinion should not make a difference in that fact. And honestly, those things don't really affect me any. Well, maybe one of them does. And that's the one we're going to address here today. And that is using your folding pocket EDC knife for food prep. If I ever were to go to your house and see that you are using a folding knife to prepare food for myself or my family, I'm going to dip out. I'm sorry. We're going to take a rain check. We'll do this again later. Yeah, it's not a good deal. And there's a reason why you go to a restaurant, a professional kitchen, or a professional butcher shop, and you never see, folding knives in any of those places. And the reason is the health department would have a field day. And it's just a very difficult type of knife to clean completely, and bacteria can lay within the pivot or in the handles. And well, yeah, no matter how much you clean these, unless you've completely taken them apart, there's no getting at all that bacteria. And secondly, there's other issues as well, like DLC coated knives, micarta handles. Micarta is denim. I mean, that's going to retain some bacteria, so that's going to retain blood. And also, most of these knives, they are from the factory oiled with particular like a gunmetal, a gun oil. Yeah, not very food safe. But the reason why I say all this is I've been carrying around in my vehicle, in my truck, basically a kitchen knife, a very expensive kitchen knife, and I decided it's time to actually put that back in the kitchen and buy a true EDC food prep knife. And what did I get? I got the Spyderco Bow River, and this is a beautiful knife. Whether or not this is a true food prep knife, that's up for debate, but it does have all the characteristics that you need for food prep. Let's take a look at it. So this is a full tang fixed blade knife. It's coming in with a full flat ground trailing point blade, and the blade steel is going to be ACR 13 MOV. Bring it up to show you. Yeah, sure, the ACR 13 MOV is not a super steel, and it's not going to be a super hard steel. It's going to lose its edge more frequently, but honestly, you really don't want a super steel in the kitchen. You don't want a super steel in the field, because if you have to stop and sharpen your super steel knife in the field while you're field dressing a deer, you're not going to have a good time. And it's a possibility that in the kitchen and in the field that the food's going to spoil because you have to break out the sharpening stones. It'd be nice just to be able to break out the leather strop, break out the diamond rod, and just touch this up a little bit. Man, this is a beautiful knife. I hope showing on camera does its justice. But overall length is 8.14 inches. The blade length is 4.4 inches. The edge, the cutting edge, is 3.8 inches, and the blade thickness is 0.118 inch thick. And you can tell that this is a food prep knife or a field dressing knife. Is the belly. I mean, I'll do it without cutting myself. The belly right here. A good kitchen knife, a good butcher knife, you're going to have a very elongated belly right there. Where this right here, has a very short belly. I mean, that's not going to do you well when you're butchering field dressing a deer. Having that long belly right there, that's going to do you wonders. Really, I can't stress enough, we need to stop using folding knives for food prep. Use a fixed blade knife. Don't use some knife that has micarta handles. But again, this is my opinion. Maybe even the health department's opinion. But take it as you want. Take it with a grain of salt. But get yourself a nice, beautiful fixed blade knife for all your food prep items. sure it's not going to be as convenient carrying around like a folding knife, but it's not very convenient to have the squirts, and that's exactly what's going to happen one of these days. When you're using a folding knife, you're going to give yourself the squirts. But yeah, this video, this channel has hit rock bottom now. We're talking about the squirts. But anyways, I want to thank you for stopping in and listening to me rant about food safety, and I greatly appreciate you doing so. If you've made it this far, I really hope you're having a great day. You don't have the squirts, and I will see you next time.